When we look at history's most powerful empires, none have been as remotely situated as America. Yet no empire has been as influential globally as America has been. Since 1890, America has been the world's primary economy, controlling 30% of world wealth and resources with only 5% of the world population. Despite this, America controls 30% of the world's wealth and resources. 20% of the world's manufacturing occurs in America. Moreover, presently, 40% of all global military spending can be attributed to America. It's crucial to clarify that we're neither pro-American nor anti-American. The essential goal of this video is to neutrally present facts for everyone's understanding, beginning and ending at the Gulf of Mexico. This is North America's second longest and the fourth longest river in the world. Approximately 30 other rivers and lakes are linked to this one river, and at one point, even North America's largest river, the Missouri River, merges with it. This one river plays a very big role in making America a global power. America's 31 states are connected to its water, and if you measure this route, the length of the entire river system is 4,000 kilometers. The real specialty of this river isn't its size, but that it's navigable. In other words, the flow and width of this river's water is ideal for all types of ships. If a ship enters the United States from the Gulf of Mexico here, it can go without any hindrances to the northern border of the United States. Rivers like these are very important for generating economic activity. Transporting goods through these waterways is much easier and cheaper than by rail or road. The disparity is such that water transport is 10 to 30 times cheaper than terrestrial transport, making it incredibly easy for the factories and farms along the Mississippi River to export their products worldwide. Thanks to this one river's links with many other rivers, numerous American cities have become port cities, meaning their exports can be easily exported globally via the Mississippi River. Moreover, this excellent river system means that America has the largest and most fertile irrigation land in the world. The western side, where the weather is hot and dry, is excellent for growing wheat, while the humid eastern side is perfect for growing corn and soybeans. Thus, America is the world's second largest corn producer, second largest soy producer, and fourth largest wheat producer. 92% of America's exports are produced along the Mississippi River. This river exports goods to the rest of the world incredibly easily. The Mississippi River generates $345 billion worth of trade annually, and 630 million tons of goods pass through it by ship each year. The only other river of comparable size is China's Yangtze River, which is the third longest river in the world. On this one rover, 40% of China's GDP is dependent. This one rover has a role behind all of China's economic progress and boom. Every year, 2.6 billion tons of goods pass through this river. How big a role do these rivers play in the economic progress of any country? You must have realized it. Because the world's first and second largest economy is heavily dependent on its rivers. Another thing that would have been very important for the economic progress of any country. That's the 20,000 kilometer long world's 8th coastline near the United States. This coastline is the coastline of the entire African continent. The Fa times is bigger because of the many islands in Africa's coastline. There are those who block the path, and then the United States has another advantage. That it seems to have a coastline with both Pacific and Atlantic Oceans because of Asia on the one hand and Asia on the other. If you zoom out, America is far away from the rest of the world. There is an ocean on either side of it if we look from the western and African sides. In the middle, it's a 5,000 kilometer Atlantic Ocean, and so much from the rest of the world. Being away meant that it was almost impossible for any country to directly attack the United States. How difficult it is to attack the ocean through. His little examination is to pebble the central Overup in 1940. Germany cancels plan to attack UK after Becker's German. It is very difficult for army to cross this 33 kilometers sea. America is several thousand kilometers away from the rest of the world, and that is why no country has been able to directly attack America so far. Only in World War II, Japan and America's flat standing in Pacific Ocean. When he attacked Pearl Harbor, the last 200 years, the United States has been safe from any Farron. Yes, now many countries such as North Korea and Russia have created problems and weapon systems that target the United States. We can make this video about North Korea, so you can go up to the channel and see China now south. It's gaining a foothold in the US, and it's made American think tanks good. We also made this video on this topic, which is very disturbing. I have shown how China is working very well on its master plan. America is going to be smartly missed now that America's weakens. When it is being mentioned, it is very important here that the Mississippi River, one beacons to celebrate, and that is Cuba. Actually, through the Mississippi River, all these shapes come here in the Gulf of Mexico, and then from here going to the Atlantic Ocean is Cuba on the way of this route. If you block the point, the American economy has a big dent, but Cuba in its own is not powerful enough to take such a step. But no, and the world power can certainly do this by using Cuba. And the 1960s I was going to happen when the Soviet Union discussed the nuclear issues in Cuba, and they started to dip their troops, and as a result, the US invested a lot in Cuba and destabilized its government, and then finally put sanctions on it, which are still in even after 60 years. Place is because America fears that a developed Cuban directly threatens him or some other world power by using it and circumventing American trade routes, the results of which could be disastrous for Americans. Well, this geography is one of the many unique advantages that America has naturally obtained. America is also the largest producer of oil and natural gas in the world. Imagine that the two biggest energy sources of the 24th century that drive our modern world, both are absolutely controlled by America. It has so many resources in its own country that it provides its own energy. And it's true that it has never faced a food shortage in the past 100 years. In addition, America has the world's 5th largest gold reserves and the 4th largest. The largest iron and coal reserves also belong to America, no doubt. The planning and hard work of America's founding fathers 200 years ago plays a big role in bringing America to where it is today. Oh, naturally gifted America. Invincible. For the past 100 years, it has neither been threatened by anyone, nor has it faced a shortage of anything. That's why I stated it naturally, that whichever civilization would inhabit this region, it would definitely become a global power. No doubt socially and culturally things are not good in America. Along with violence, drugs, and racism, employment rates are also increasing. But still, economically, America is on the right track because 200 years ago, its leadership gave it a head start. Reverting that advantage isn't easy, and geographically, the advantages it has perhaps no other country does. These are the sources we used to consult for this video. If you like this video, then like and subscribe because we get a lot of motivation from it. See you in the next video with another interesting topic. Take care.